Guys, today we're going to talk about imagination. How many of you still imagine? You know, you see those kids and they are having a blast imagining. You will see them pretending they are lizards. They will pretend that they are firemen. Girls will pretend that they are princesses. They will even talk to their imaginary friend right in front of you. And we think nothing of it. But we send them to school, or we went to school and we were told that was daydreaming, we should stop. Well, according to Albert Einstein, he said logic can get you from A to B, but imagination will get you everywhere. It's also been said that imagination is the scissors of the mind. Nikola Tesla would not perform or do anything until he had a clear picture in his mind of what it would look like, what it would be, all right, what the end result would be. So I'm going to talk to you about imagination today. You can get anything you want if you spend the time imagining it over and over and over. The problem that I had, and maybe some of you might have this problem too, is you imagined all the things you didn't want. You imagine the car accident. You imagine not being able to pay your bills. You imagine everything that doesn't work for you. What if you started imagining what you wanted? What if you set aside time every day, just before you went to bed or after a big meal when you feel a little bit sleepy, and you imagine that you had your wish fulfilled? Let's say you want to get a home. What if you would imagine that you already have it? And if you missed my video on the law of assumption, you can check it out. It's right there. You can see that using the law of assumption and your imagination, you can have anything that you want. Imagine what you want. Feel as if you have it. Go into the movie of your mind. There are different kinds of people who use their imagination. So there's someone who uses their imagination. Sometimes you can extend it to visualization. And with your imagination, you probably see yourself doing that which you want to do. There are others who feel themselves doing that which they want to do. Either one works. Just imagine. Imagine if you had the money you wanted. Imagine if you had the promotion that you wanted. Imagine if you created a groundbreaking product that helped to transform humanity. Imagine. Now, this is the thing. It's only going to be daydreaming if you do nothing about what you imagine. Let's say you decide you want to build a computer. You imagine what it would be like for you to build a computer. But you imagine it, but you do nothing about it. And then you finally imagine it and you see like the ideal picture of what it would look like, the end result, but you still do nothing about it. That's a little bit of daydreaming. But what if you imagined, then you backed it by action? What will happen is it will come into fruition. The right people will show up. The right opportunities will show up. You will, as I like to say, crush it just by using your imagination. And in one of my next videos, I'm going to talk to you about how to use your imagination, especially at night before you go to bed. Guys, I'll give you more information on imagination, but for now, this is just a tidbit because you have more power than you realize. You can get anything you want. Anything. All you have to do is use your imagination. Talk to you soon.